So I just wanted to talk with you for a brief moment about breakups. Now, if you've been in one or if you are just interested in the topic because you plan to date, which inevitably you will get in a breakup, well, listen up. I want to share some advice with you that I think will be valuable and you will find valuable. Now, I've been through my fair share of parting ways with women in a relationship or romantic sense. Sometimes this is called heartbreak. I like to call this heartache. A lot of the times we need this to grow. And to also grow, we need to know how to rebuild from those heartaches. And by the way, if you want to improve your dating life, I want you to check out the video in the description below. There might be some really valuable information for you at that landing page. All I'm doing is a free course, completely free on my school. Check it out. I think you'll find something that you like. Probably the best advice that I got from a guy I was talking to a while ago was just don't be at home. A lot of the times when we're at home, well, what are we going to do? Sit around, mourn, not really do anything. You might not have a lot of people around you. Think of it as your home is kind of like an amplified emotion kind of state. I know that kind of sounds weird, but whenever I'm kind of hurting, I feel like at home, you just think about it more. Because what else is there to do at home? You could distract yourself with video games, sure, but there's not much else to do. I've never thought about a time where I was out in public and I was just like, oh, that sucks. We're not, talking anymore. No, I'm something about being in public, just the essence of it. You're just people going around, your mind's off of things, you're just in the kind of the right atmosphere, and the atmosphere kind of builds off of you, right? So at home, the atmosphere is kind of, it's your four walls. So if you're kind of sad, well, guess what is going to bounce off of those four walls? Your emotion, which is already in the sad state. So it doesn't really help. Another thing that I thought was very helpful is to journal it. Write it down how you're feeling. And just repetitively do this. If you have friends, talk to them about it. Literally, if you have 5 friends, try this strategy. I guarantee you'll feel better. Because people just like to be listened to, and people like to just speak. This is how I think about it. If you're ever feeling a negative emotion, like a heartache, when you speak, it's like you're exhaling those emotions. When you think, you're inhaling those emotions. So that's why you can't be at home. Because a lot of the times when you're at home and you just got out of a breakup, whatever, you're inhaling the thoughts, the negative thoughts. Because that's just what you really do at home. So to counter that, you do one, just get outside, go to the library, hang out with friends, go for a walk, go for a bike ride, go to the gym, whatever. And if you pair that with number 2, which is write it down so much that you get bored of talking about it. If you pair those 2 up, you're going to, in the matter of weeks, you're going to be feeling better. So let me go more in depth about this real quick. What does it look like writing it down? Literally just write anything and everything that you feel. Write it down in a journal, write it down on a piece of paper, write it down on your iPad, iPhone notes, whatever. Write down how you feel. And honestly, just freestyle. Oh, I'm so mad because she did this, therefore I had to break up with her because she didn't respect me. The point is just to get it off of your mind, right? You're not here, the purpose of that, the intent of that is not supposed to figure out what went wrong, what happened. That will come months later. You're emotional right now. You're blinded by the emotion. So instead of trying to kill the emotion, maybe endure a little bit by writing it down. I know that kind of contradicts the... No, actually it doesn't. Because number one, you're supposed to get out of the house so you're not trapped in your head with emotion. And number two, you write down your emotion. So they're kind of complementary. Now, number 2.5 is if you have friends, talk to them about it. Say, hey man, I just broke up with X. You got a minute? I'd like to talk about it with you. If you have 5 friends, talk to one friend, and then the next time where you're kind of feeling bad, maybe a day goes by, do the same thing with the other friend. And if you feel a little bit better, but 3 days later, and you kind of think about it and it makes you feel bad, okay, talk to the third friend. You're probably talking about the same thing, but you're just getting it off of your chest. Now there should be a certain period where it's completely off your chest. You talked about everything with your friends, you written it down, and you stayed out of the house, instead doing something productive. So it's kind of like self-therapy in a way, because you're really talking. You're exhaling all of the things, all the emotions that you're feeling in a positive way. Because if you don't exhale, it's just going to be inside of your head. And it's just like a balloon. When you keep pumping up the balloon, the balloon's going to get bigger and bigger until you pop. So trust me, bro. This tactic works. It's simple. Just start here. If you've had a heartache, we're calling it heartache from now on. Because heartbreak is you're done. Heartache, you can repair from it. You can rebuild. And you can come even better. You can come back even stronger.